Today is National Plum Pudding Day. Today we will be having cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza. Your sides for today are mashed potatoes, green beans, or a fresh veggie tray. In Canada, the newest Tyrannosaurus fossil was discovered and is now the oldest dinosaur fossil found in North America. Your young cashier offers free food and goodies to New York City customers who solve simple math problems. New York convenience store cashier is going viral for allowing his customers to load up on free food and snacks. Here's the Good News Network with the clip.
Question right, you get to grab whatever you want. You have 5 seconds to grab whatever you want.
One question.
5 times 5.
Ain't that 25?
5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 2 1/4, 1. Alright.
Good though.
Sprint phone company's stock up is up more than 70% by approving a T-Mobile merger. Here's CNN with the video.
Market trading after a judge ruled in favor of allowing its merger with T-Mobile. That stock is up some 9% too. Claire Sebastian joins me. Claire, clearly the market had become incredibly cautious about this deal ever getting done, but I think we should describe how unprecedented this was. It had federal approval. This was individual U.S. states going, hang on a second, we've got a problem, and now a judge has said, we're not having it, the deal goes ahead.
Yeah, Julia, this was highly unusual. This was a deal that was approved by the Department of Justice and by the Federal Communications Commission last year, but more than a dozen state attorneys general, led of course by the Attorney General of New York, decided to fight this in court. They have now lost. The judge, in a very large 170-page opinion, has basically struck down all of their key arguments. One, that they were trying to prove that this would be anti-competitive, that the reduction in the U.S. Wireless market from 4 major players, including AT&T and Verizon, down to 3 would lead to higher prices eventually for consumers.
Sports and weather.
Thank you, Avery and Iman. Last night, wrestling lost their match, as did both girls' basketball teams. Good luck at your next match. Softball has conditioning at LC on Mondays and Wednesdays. LC cross country coach is also offering training after school each day from 4 to 5:30. Anyone is invited to attend. Your transportation home must be at LC. Tonight's volleyball open gym and conditioning is canceled. Today's celebrity birthday is Bill Russell, who was a basketball player for the Boston Celtics. Now here's Derica with the weather.
Today's weather is the high of 36 degrees and the low is 31 degrees.
Now back to our anchors.
Thanks, Derica and Jason. The spring season of Elite Gaming Live begins February 12th. If you are interested, plan now to attend this afternoon. In honor of Black History Month, here is a video about a famous author.
American poet, novelist, and playwright who was a leading figure in the Harlem Renaissance. Hughes was born on February 1st, 1902 in Joplin, Missouri. He began writing poetry in high school, inspired by Walt Whitman and Carl Sandburg. In 1921, he published his first poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, in NAACP magazine The Crisis, to glowing reviews. Hughes enrolled in Columbia University and got involved with the artistic surge of the Harlem Renaissance. However, Hughes left Columbia after just 1 year to see the world, supporting himself through odd jobs. During his travels, Hughes met American writer Carl Van Vechten, who was impressed by the young man's talent. Van Vechten's support led to the publication of Hughes's first poetry collection, The Weary Blues. It was an early breakthrough for jazz poetry, which used musical rhythm and patterns to celebrate everyday African American life, and it included the famous poem, I Too. After returning to Harlem, Hughes released the 1930 novel, Not Without Laughter. Its financial success allowed him to pursue a wide assortment of projects. He produced many more volumes of poetry, works of fiction, autobiographies, dramatic plays, a film script. and he even acted as a correspondent during the Spanish Civil War. Hughes also created the humorous character Jesse B. Semple, nicknamed Simple, who starred in a long-running series. Hughes's themes of racial equality and working-class pride attracted admirers as well as enemies. Senator Joseph McCarthy smeared his reputation with communist accusations, which Hughes had to deny under oath in 1953. The details of Hughes's romantic life remain relatively obscure, though many biographers speculate that he was gay. This queer identity, seemingly suppressed and forgotten, is one aspect of Hughes's legacy that contemporary artists like Isaac Julian have attempted to unearth and reclaim. In 1967, Hughes died of complications from prostate cancer. To commemorate his artistic contributions, his home was declared a New York City landmark in 1981.
Congratulations to the show choir for a great performance last week at LC. Also, congratulations to the choir students who went to ISMA over the weekend. There were 21 performances, and every singer received a gold rating, which is the highest score possible. Tomorrow night is an important night here at Belzer. Here is a video commercial about it.
Hi, JD.
Hi, Avery. Did you hear about the 21st Century Scholar Sign-Up Night?
Yeah, in the media center.
Yes. It's like an hour, like 5:30 to 6:30.
What is the 21st Century Scholar Sign-Up Night?
Great question. So on February the 13th, we're taking an opportunity to give parents and students a chance to come out and get signed up for the 21st Century Scholars, specifically 8th graders, because we want to make sure that you get enrolled before your freshman year. We're actually going to have a representative from the 21st Century Scholars office in the Media Center to help us through questions and anything that parents and students want to ask about what the program is about and how they can get enrolled. And we're going to do it right in the Media Center on February the 13th at 5:30 p.m.
Today, the random fact is, mooses are great swimmers. The quote of the day is from Winnie the Pooh. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. The celebrity birthday for today is the rapper Gucci Mane. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. Just wanted to make sure I made a few announcements this morning, and then we have a special recognition. First of all, teachers, please check your email. Mrs. Myercheck sent out another reminder today about students who are finishing up their WIDA testing. Students, I have been very proud. I have stopped by that testing room a number of times, and I am proud to have seen the focus and effort that's being provided by students. We appreciate Ms. Myercheck and Mr. Diaz for all of their work to facilitate that very important assessment. Let's finish strong. Teachers, it is very important that if Ms. Myercheck or Mr. Diaz send a pass for a student, that we get that student there right at the beginning of the period. If they show up to your class, get them there immediately. I also want to talk about our upcoming e-learning day. Students, you know that this Friday is an e-learning day. That means you do not come to school. You need to make sure that on Thursday you take your Chromebooks home and that you have an opportunity to charge them. All of your teachers have been working on creating e-learning lesson plans, and those will be posted in the class Canvas page in the calendar. So you will go to your math teacher's Canvas page, you will go to the calendar, and there will be an assignment called e-learning day, and then whatever the assignment is called right there in the calendar so that you can access that work for all of your classes. So I just wanted to give everybody a reminder of that. It will be super important tomorrow that at the end of the day you remember to bring your Chromebook home with you. Also, I want to make a few announcements. This Friday is Valentine's Day, and so I know without being at school on Friday, we're going to have some students who might be inclined tomorrow on Thursday to bring cards, candy, flowers, things of that nature to school to give their friends or significant others. What I want to make sure that I communicate with you guys is that I would appreciate if you do your gift exchanges outside of the school day. If that's not possible and you choose to bring a gift for another student here at Belzer, I'm going to ask in the morning that you make sure that you give that gift to the person. And then I want all students to understand, and I'm going to communicate this with your parents tonight in a Skylert message, that those items are not going to be carried around with you throughout the school day. So we're going to ask all students to take anything that they might receive as a gift and put it in their locker for the day, and then of course you can take it home with you at the end of the day. I want to also make sure that you understand, guys, we are not going to allow any balloons. This is not just a Valentine's Day rule. This is an all-the-time rule. We do not allow balloons in the building, and we do not allow balloons on our school buses. As you can imagine, they are a safety hazard, and especially we even have some students in this building that are allergic to latex, and it can cause all sorts of problems. Clearly on the bus, it could get in the driver's way of seeing, and it's just a danger to all. So please avoid balloons at all costs. And again, if you feel the need to bring a gift to someone here at school, you're going to need to make that happen in the morning before school. And then by first period, the expectation is that all students put any of those things that could be a distraction in their locker and get them at the end of the day. So I just wanted to be real clear about that and make sure all students are aware so that we don't have any issues tomorrow. Thank you in advance for your cooperation with that. Now I want to recognize two very important students who have done great things in the terms of academics and also in terms of leadership and also in terms of athletics. We are going to recognize, as we have done many times before, our Athletes of the Month, and this is our Athletes of the Month for January. So I'm going to ask these two students to come up and be recognized. First, for our January Female Student of the Month, we have Milea Hughes, and Milea is a basketball player, is doing a great job for us on the court, and I know also doing a great job in the classroom, so congratulations, we appreciate you. And for our boys' side of things, we have Nick Johnson, who is a wrestler here at Belzer. Nick, great job. Please keep up the good work. Again, we appreciate all of our student athletes who are taking care of business in the classroom, in the hallways, and on the athletic field, mat, court, whatever it might be. And again, I want to thank all of our coaches and Mr. Connors in particular for taking time to recognize our students who are doing great things. We appreciate you. Let's make it a great day at Belzer Middle School.